a recipient of the Order of Australia, which is the most highest honour ever. What were your feelings when you experienced or first found out you won that award?
Oh, well, it was a really funny day. I was just elated. I was shocked, absolutely
Yeah.
shocked. Never ever thought it. Um, you get sent an email to say you've been nominated or someone has applied, submitted. This doesn't mean you're getting it, but you need to just confirm some details. And I'd had some surgery that day, nothing too serious, but I'd had surgery and I was on painkillers and I was like, am I really reading this email or am I just off with the
Am I
fairies?
just loopy? Yeah.
Am I just like looping out here? And I was just lying on the lounge as you do, recovering, and the kids come home and Greg came home and I said, I've been nominated for an Order of Australia, and you don't know who nominates you. So I was like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
And it was for services to people with disability and the arts. And I've been working with the disabled community, gosh, since I was at high school. I used to teach swimming to people with disability, which I loved doing, and always worked in welfare. That's what I've been doing. And it was just such a lovely thing. And you're not allowed to tell anyone. So I was playing this game of guess who? I was like,
Yeah.
who would it have been? And trying to think, was it Genevieve? Was it one of my board? Like, who was it? And I couldn't say anything. So then it was the King's birthday honours, and it was the King's birthday weekend. So June last year that it was going to get announced. And so I found out like the week before that I'd actually going to receive it and it was going to be announced. Told my family, and it was the week before we had a screening event, and Ricky Gamble, who attends our program in Wollongong, he said to me, Tracey, Order of Australia. And I was like, oh my goodness me, it was you, Ricky. And then I was like, shh, didn't tell anyone. I had no idea that it was Ricky. And then it was a student. And that just made me so happy in my heart because I thought that was such a beautiful thing
Oh
for him
my
to do.
God.
And then yeah, I got it, and it's really funny. So I got my Order of Australia announced on the June long weekend, and then I think it was in October, so around September last year, that actually got presented it by the Governor of New South Wales, Margaret Beasley. And because I'm always doing fun, crazy things, when I got presented with my Order of Australia, I was actually filmed for a TV show. So it's a beautiful show, and it's about to go to air shortly, called Tony Armstrong's Extraordinary Things, where Tony Armstrong
That's on the ABC. It's being
on the
promoted right now.
ABC. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
He
gonna watch that now.
You're gonna watch it. It's gonna
Yeah.
be on. I'm on it. So
Yeah.
they did a call out for people that had things in their possession that were special to them, but that also part of Australia's history. And I had a beautiful letter because I'm always writing letters, doing the asking, that I wrote to the Prime Minister of the time, which was Bob Hawke, back in the 80s. Because my grandma died, and no one could really explain to me why people die. And so I thought, as you do, the only person that could answer it would have to be the smartest person in the country, and that would have to be the Prime Minister, right?
Yeah.
So I wrote to him, and he wrote this beautiful letter back, and I got the letter like 2 years later, and it said, that people's bodies are like old cars and they just break down, and no one can be really sure when they're going to die, and because of that reason we should really focus on the beautiful and positive things in life and not about death and dying. And I just thought it was such a lovely letter, and that started my passion for social justice because I became obsessed with watching politics and just the machinations of government, and I really loved
Yeah.
Bob Hawke. I thought he was a great leader. And when he died, a friend at Screen New South Wales said, you should tweet that. And I think at that stage, I'd done 2 tweets in my life. I was really not a person that was big on Twitter. And I remember it went viral. So I wrote into the show.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I got this letter. Would you like to include it? And I got selected. And I was like, I will only do the show if you make it inclusively. So a bus stop participant got to work on the post-production, Joel.
Oh, that's
Um,
brilliant.
which was lovely. And I spoke about how that letter really opened up my eyes to policy and social justice. And, here I am getting my Order of Australia. And so they came, and Tony interviewed me, and I had to read the letter. And then they came and filmed on that Order of Australia Day. And so it's going to be on the TV show.
Wow.
So you can watch that on ABC and iView.
That's
It's like
brilliant.
cool. It was pretty funny too, because again, I was just a kid that grew up in public housing, never thought I would do anything special with my life. And here I am getting an Order of Australia, which is funny because now I'm TCM, OAM, and the kids
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
taco. Taco for short.
Your kids
So-
will always bring you down to earth.
Yeah, they will.
They will do. But yeah, very, very honored. You know, it's a pretty special thing. Like I still pinch myself and go, did that really happen? Did I get that? Because I just like doing good, being kind and doing stuff for others.
Yeah.
You never do it for accolades. And the fact that it was Ricky, God love him,
Yeah.
that nominated
What a
me.
beautiful soul, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a beautiful soul. He is.
Wow.
So yeah, got a few letters after my name now.
It's incredible. What a story.